Hello everyone. Now in this video you are going to see how to draw an ellipse and an elliptical arc. As on the screen you can see that draw an ellipse of major axis 160 mm and minor axis 100 mm. The second question is elliptical arc with major axis 160 mm and minor axis 100 mm with an angle of 60 degrees. So before going to draw, let's have a look what is ellipse. You can see on the screen that this is the cone. When a cone is cut using the cutting plane, the cutting plane angle, this is theta, which is greater than the angle of the off angle of the cone. Once again I am repeating, when the cutting plane angle theta is greater than the off angle of the cone will be seen as ellipse. See here, the cutting plane is inclined to the axis and cut all the generators of the cone. The generators of the cone are the imaginary lines here. So when you cut like this, you can see the ellipse. See, this is the ellipse. A ellipse will have major axis, minor axis and a center point. Yes. So in the question also you can see major axis 160 mm and minor axis 100 mm. Okay. Now in the AutoCAD screen you can see the ellipse is here. Center axis in elliptical arc. So first I am going to use the ellipse center method. The command to draw the ellipse is that EL. Enter. First center method. I am clicking center here. You can see specify center of ellipse. Just click center of ellipse. Now it is asking specify end point of axis. Now in the question the major axis is 160 mm. As already I specified the center, off of the major axis is 80. Yes. And now it is asking in the command bar specify distance to other axis. The other axis in the sense minor axis. The distance is 50 mm because in the question the minor axis length is 100 mm. From the center it will be 50. Enter. Yes, perfectly. Now the ellipse formed. I can give the dimension dim linear. Enter. From here to here. Yes, see, major axis is 160 mm and now minor axis 100 mm. Okay, so this is all about the ellipse center. Now one more method is ellipse axis end. EL enter. Now in the previous I specified center. Right now I am not going to specify because I am using the axis end method. Just click specify axis end point. Now it is asking specify other end point of axis. The other end point of major axis is 160 mm. Enter. And now it is asking other axis, that is minor axis 50. Perfect. Now ellipse axis end. DLI is a shortcut for the dim linear. Perfect. Yes. Okay. Now I am going to draw the elliptical arc, the second one. Arc in the sense a portion of an ellipse, not the complete ellipse, arc in the sense a portion. So now again EL, enter, arc A, enter, specify axis end point. Axis end point is this one. The other end point of the axis is 160. Minor axis is 50. Okay, this is the regular procedure what you have done the previous two. Now after specifying the major axis and minor axis, it is asking specify start angle. It depends on you where you want. Now in the question it is asking the angle is 60 degrees. So starting angle is 0, enter, ending angle is 60 degrees. You can see perfectly elliptical arc form. So now I am going to measure the angle. Dim angular. I selected this one, but in the message object selected is not a line, arc or a circle. Yes, because the one what we drawn is an elliptical arc, so it won't give the dimension for the angle. So if you want to mark the angle from the center of the ellipse to the arc, yes, dimension angular, see you got the 60 degrees. Now I am selecting the ellipse, I am giving the color, and I am giving the line weight display, enter, on. Perfect. See, this is the arc and this is the ellipse. Suppose now we will increase the size of the text also. Dimension style DST, enter, modify text. Text I am making as 5. Okay. Yes. 160, 100, 160, 100. The angle. To make it, just I pressed a gradient and now solid. It looks like a real ellipse. Yes, here I can't because these are the angle, arc. That's it. So this is the way to draw an ellipse.